Hi everyone, this is Sky. Welcome to Sky's Intuition. Oh my, somebody's a lot of confirmation here. Yes, I am here. Sky's Intuition. Hi. Let's get a reading in for you and see what the energies have to say. Now, for this reading, I did shuffle all the cards because I added some new ones, a couple of new ones. So I shuffled all the cards and I used my pendulum to decide what, after splitting them up into three, what deck would be best served here. So let's see if it's similar to what the last reading was that I did, where I just randomly pulled the cards out. Okay. Divine, thank you once again for giving us your message, your divine guidance, and your divine protection, protecting us, mind, body, and spirit, whether we are coming, whether we are going, whether we are sleeping, or whether we are awake, whether we are conscious or subconscious, and no matter what mode we are divinely guided, guarded, and protected. Thank you for consoling anybody who is in need, and for this message, hell to pay. Ooh la la. Somebody's got hell to pay. And my left palm's itching, guys. I don't know if that means anything, but maybe it does, maybe it don't. Let's see what's going on. What's the first card out, Divine? First card. That's weird. Okay. Gosh, guys, I'm telling you, I'm getting so many downloads recently. I told you that the last reading, so it hasn't changed. Hasn't changed. Step parent. Something having to do with a step parent. Somebody's step parent. Over $50,000 the step parent is in it for, or in it less. I don't know. We'll see. Over 50K out of desperation. Wah, 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 wah. Well, what is this? Balance is restored. Maybe I. Mm, all right, I'm gonna put a lid on what I was gonna say, but it's so close. Money's tight, right? Okay. So somebody was trying to restore their life or whatever by doing something here. Maybe they were in debt. I don't know. Never been a step parent, so I couldn't say what the step parent was doing or thinking that was worth over 50K. This or that, one thing or another. So is somebody saying, if it isn't one thing, it's another kind of thing? Or do they have to decide between two things here? Thou shalt not murder. 10 Commandments. Oh my gosh. Over 50K. Somebody did something for $50,000. Thou shalt not murder. My gosh. Sick. The illness has struck them. Mental. Look, eating their words, humble pie, blah, blah, blah. Somebody who had a lot to say is now eating their words. Overdue. Payment was final notice. Overdue. Overdue. Oh my. Overdue. Found guilty. Mm-mm-mm-mm. What will it take to make you whole? Something about balance. Somebody had, uh, for someone out there, not everybody, because I don't think I'm reading for everybody, but for the collective, for somebody out there. Somebody here was supposed to maybe do something, perform a service, give you something. I keep getting my left, I'm not kidding. Somebody's supposed to perform a service or something. And but in order to do that, it would put them in a financial bind. Now, why? I don't know. Could be a step parent. So they wanted to off you instead, or they something here, or is somebody trying? I don't know, man. Man. Oh man, oh man. Emergency room. Not kidding. Some emergency room. Somebody's going to the emergency room because they were found guilty, possibly of murder or attempted murder. Murder, male version of a succubus. Somebody was thirsty, a man, in the emergency room. Somebody, I don't know, hiding from the law. Shift, hobo's choice. This, or no, I'm sorry, this isn't a hobo's choice. This is just a shift. Something shifted here, and somebody has to eat their own words because of it. Overdue, succubus, female version of an look, they're something is shifting to the succubus energy from the male succubus to the female incubus, or well, female vampire. Male and female vampire, what? Ethics violation. Ooh, conflict of interest, abuse of authority, and moral ethics. So somebody here was siphoning something here from a man who was siphoning it from someone else. Winter. What happened in the winter? Or what will be happening? Backfire. Something backfired over the winter, or this winter will be the culmination. I know that sounds terrible to say winter when we're in the heat of the summer, but probate, here it is. Backfire. This might have happened over the past winter. STISTD. And dark arts. Ooh, the spellcasters are out. I never did own the spellcasters deck, but a lucky sign is coming for you. So, let's see. These dirty, rotten scoundrels. What are they up to? Come on, tell us more. Tell me more, tell me more. I don't know how close this is because the other one was about an official, somebody who has some authoritative power in the community or in the court system, and they violated that. But this ethics violation. Let's see. Let's see what we can find out about it, shall we? Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. This is the time I express my gratitude because I am so very grateful for you watching this channel. Thank you for the time you spend here, for commenting, for sharing, for liking. New subscribers, welcome. Returning subscribers, welcome. Current subscribers, we rock. And my ride or dies, my A1 day ones. You hold a special piece of my heart. What's the step parent here? What's the step parent doing? Divine, tell us more about the step parent, please. And thank you. Channel open. Let's see, GPS, step parent. So somebody here was tracked. Step parent was tracking you. Why? Or was tracking someone. Reckless sex over 50,000. Somebody here was having reckless sex, or was being paid over $50,000 to have reckless sex. What? Demon time, desperation, naughty after dark, explicit. Somebody's like one of those people at night, man. Freaks come out at night. Balance is going to be restored here. Divine intervention. I told you this backfire. Man, if I were this person or these people, I would stay as far away from you. I mean, I'm not, obviously, because I think I'm thinking logic following logic, that look, Linda, listen. It's time to just like let it be and let the chips fall where they may. If you go to jail, you go to jail. Hey, maybe that's what deserves to happen. I don't know. I don't know what you've done. But I can tell that somebody here searching online for your records, money, because their money's tight. Okay? Somebody's possibly invading your your personals online because of this divine intervention. Now they're like, what? Somebody thought this or that, one thing or another. Well, when the wrong words go in the right ear, I know you've been lying to me. Why don't they do what they say what they mean? One thing leads to another. Yeah, yeah. Thou shalt not commit murder, okay? So healing under the moon and the sun is the most beneficial during hard times. So somebody here was healing. Your healing is bringing you out of something, and somebody here, now everybody's unbothered, unapologetic, unpopular opinion. Now this person is, don't look at me, because now they have to eat their words. Something here that they maybe had said about you. Try medicating, overdue, final notice. Somebody here is getting upset because they could not do something here. You have this divine intervention. They were found guilty of being fake. Oh, Lord, there it is. The mask has come off. Look. Found guilty of what? Being fake. So that sent somebody to the emergency room, maybe. A Jezebel. So somebody who gets around went to the emergency room. Incubus. Scorned. So a man might be scorned or, upset. Male version, but they're scorned, so they're trying to take something here. Dependent. Somebody here wants to shift to some dependency, or there's a shift and now they're dependent on this female. I don't know, man, because somebody went to the emergency room. And we have full of regrets, feeling dead inside. So this female version, this succubus, isn't getting fed by this incubus man because I don't know what happened to him. Ethics violation. Somebody's really depressed over this ethics violation that they were found guilty of. Winter. This word winter is cowardly. So somebody was too much of a coward or will be come winter time. Backfire. What is the backfire about, Divine? Insecure. So this trying to make you insecure backfired. Somebody wanted to put some fear in you during the winter. Probate, trash, throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. So somebody here is possibly trying to get rid of something here, some evidence. STISTD. Possibly this Jezebel. Fall back, giving space, withdrawn energy, abstinence. Yeah, if this person, if you know this person has an STI or an STD, you abstinence. Or they said that you had this and you don't. You're abstinent. So how in the world does that happen? Dark arts, hilarious, funny reaction, amusement, sending me. Somebody is laughing here at some dark arts. Family, blood ties, inner circle, and a pregnancy, and a wingman. So somebody here's wingman, maybe the father of their child. I don't want to make anybody mad. If it's not, don't make this. This is what I always say. Please don't make the situation your circumstance, nor the circumstance your situation. Use your own discernment. I'm just the messenger. Do not shoot the messenger. If, there are plenty of people who do personal readings, maybe that's, maybe you should explore that option. But for real, use your own intuition and let your own conscience be your guide. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I might do a part 2 over on Patreon and do the tarot portion of this. I think I'm gonna because I really, really am into this reading. This is a very cool reading, but I mean, there's a child here involved. Except for the little children that come into me. GPS, STD, STD. Step parent wants to know. They want to know a location. The step parent's looking at their GPS to find where something is. Death, coffin, step parent, coffin. Maybe they're trying to locate where somebody's buried. Reckless sex, great fortune. Somebody here over $50,000. They had some kind of reckless sex with someone. Demon time, naughty, after dark. Somebody looking for you where you're buried? That's hysterical. Demon time, some thief got caught and they're desperate. They got caught on doing this, whatever they were doing, and it restored your balance. This divine intervention. Message of concern. They're concerned now. They should have been concerned before they even tried this crap. Because this is ridiculous. It's totally out of hand. Like how mental, and I don't mean to judge, but really, how serious is your mental condition that you would say somebody else is crazy who's walking, talking, functioning perfectly fine, and you're the one who's saying they're not. Like, okay, let's see who's the crazy one here. And you keep insisting. Look, this person is concerned because they're looking at that somebody might be looking online. They're looking online at your records because their money's tight. Okay? This is somebody who thought this or that, one thing or another. Lovers. They was dreaming. dreaming, healing under the moon and the sun. Occupation, thou shalt not murder. So somebody here wanted to kill your business or your industry or you from working or you eating humble pie. This expectation, don't look at me. Somebody's unapologetic for what they said about you. Because they're like, they're who they are. Pathway, medicating, blah, 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 a humble pie because you healed. They're self-medicating over your healing, or somebody here has a lot to say about a passing with this coffin here. They're talking a lot of smack over somebody getting final notice about something, or I don't know. Fake. They're found guilty in the courts of being fake. Whoa! Now we'll add this to my found guilty pile. What are they fake? What are they being found fake? Where? Who's finding them fake? The court system. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Someone sees it for what it really is. Golly. We are going to do a part 2 over on Patreon. To my Patreon members and subscribers, please hang in there and you'll be notified when it is up and ready for your viewing. Courtship at Jezebel. Somebody went to the emergency room. Courtship. Something about court and Jezebel ended somebody in the emergency room. Wow. Scorned. So now this person's a little bit on the salty side. So because they went out of their way. They took a journey here. They took a journey all right. And this person's totally dependent on them. They thought they both, oh, right, snap, I got it. They both thought that each other had something that the other one wanted. And neither one of them had anything. Like that thing where somebody's concerned about their dependency shifting, right? Well, they both really are, because they both got into it thinking that the other person was going to be their savior, either monetarily, something here, because somebody got caught stealing, because they's a thief. Full of regrets, this female who thought they were going to get something. They were expecting this. They spoke a good they spoke a good speak. Yeah, they were waiting, full of regrets and feeling dead inside. Now they're sick, or yeah, sucking the life out of somebody here. Depression, ethics violation. Yeah, somebody's really going to pass away here. Something here about because of some ethics violation or something that they did. I think this mature man backed out of something. They were scared. They got scared. They said, no, 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 I don't want no part of that. Yeah, this false person's insecurities backfired on them. Because they fake in the court. Lying and scheming and plotting and scamming. Trash. So this gift, tossing out, this probate, it got tossed out that they were supposed to, whatever this is, got tossed back out. Fall back, giving space, withdrawn energy, abstinence. This couple here, you're staying away from them. They got to go to court now. Now they're the next ones. This is a woman that excuse me, they don't want me to say. This one was found guilty in court, okay? Now, also, too, we have a couple here, right? Coffin, dark arts, So they're laughing at you because they think that you're going to be next, or they're laughing at this death. Dark arts. Message of concern about these lovers getting wealthy. This mature man was married, and this couple, they got the house, and then they cut you off. And then but the mature woman that they chose got sick. They were doing the scam. They was doing it. And then what happened? What happened? God's God is great, man. God is great, and God is, not like the rest, like most of us. We're like hasty and we want justice right away. Now, God, let this person build up. It's almost like, like when you're in a store and you steal. If you steal something that's $10, all right, but that's not so bad. But some stores will wait until they'll let you come around a couple of times. They want to build it up, so they have dates so they can get it over the certain amounts. It could be grand larceny, and these people are so stupid. I'm not that stupid. I would never do that stuff. I would never do that stuff. That doesn't cross my mind. But these people, they get caught. Reckless sex for money, man. Somebody did something here and they got caught. And they're finding out that something's being restored to you. And all that they did was put themselves 6 feet underground or worse. But somebody here is trying again. They're gonna die trying. That's what's funny, because they will. Coffin, the defender. This is the emperor. Because something about a father dying, somebody finding out, a stepfather, where somebody passed away, where their father died, or finding out that their father died from a step-parent, a Princess of Pentacles. So now this means a great fortune, reckless sex over 50K. I don't know, but I'm seeing where money is on the table here with these people. What is the reckless sex about? This is an Aquarius who got caught stealing because they were on demon time. They were desperado. This person was a desperado. Message of and also a Diablo. Message of concern here, but this was something that was okay. Crown of Pentacles. This is the King of Pentacles. Some divine intervention. Okay, and now somebody is concerned. They're looking someone up to give them some kind of money, which they're, because their money's tight and you're getting money. I don't know. It says money's tight, but they're reaching out and possibly going to ask you to loan them money. And the Five of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. I know I said I was going to do, but I am still going to do a part two. There's just so much to this story. So we're going to rebuild. Okay? I believe that's the way we're going to do the part two. Lovers. What about these lovers, Divine? Somebody had angry thoughts, one thing or another, trying to win at all costs. Thinking all these thoughts in their mind. Somebody here was healing and guarded themselves. They were on guard. Thou shalt not murder. They were on guard because they thought maybe someone was trying to kill them or something here. Four of Wands. Someone was expecting this house. They were talking the talk. They were expecting a marriage. Maybe they were pregnant. They were expecting something out of this. Pathway and the Three of Pentacles. A group here. This is coming out in reverse. May have. There's a group here. What are they doing here? This group here is saying that someone was overdue for something to happen or for something to fall apart for this whatever they were doing. It fell apart. Wheel of Fortune. This is found guilty of being fake to get this Wheel of Fortune in court. This fortune in court. Okay, what's this fortune? Jezebel, Ten of Swords. This Jezebel, I don't know, they're ended up in the emergency room, stabbed in the back, or you were supposed to, because somebody was courting somebody else. They thought that you would end up in the emergency room. Oh, police. Seven of Wands. Someone here who is a masculine is trying to defend themselves from something that they did, or and they used magic to do it, some kind of manipulation magic, and they're not apologetic about it. They don't care. Why should you? They don't care. They did it because they were dependent on something here, and or someone. This female they were using bad health, or the female was using the male. Somebody was using somebody, but they both were using each other. So some wish came true. Somebody's wish they want you to be full of regret. Somebody here was wishing that you would be in bad health, and now they are. What's this pathway? Ethics violation. The Hanged One. Someone here changed their mind. Could be, and they're depressed because of something hanging, someone hanging. I can't help it. Although this is the Pisces card, what do we have there? The cross. Okay, so someone took the path of maybe, I'm not going to say Christianity per se, but spirituality, religion or something. Someone's was depressed and they took this path while someone was violating, this couple was doing something. And the Four of Swords, this mature man was laid to rest or this past winter. And death, yeah, was laid to rest. This false person possibly faked a death, backfired, or they actually died being a false person. I don't know, but here we have the devil, Diablo's right there. Probate, something's getting thrown out with regards to a Capricorn, or somebody being addicted or toxic, that's getting thrown out. Somebody wanted probate. They wanted to receive this because they wanted you seen as toxic, something wrong with you. Adjudication is the fallback here. Someone here, it's going to be known that they have this STD, STI that's coming out in the news or something online, or this couple is going to court with regards to something they said about you. This is what goes around comes around. This King of Swords is in the reverse. So they lied about this death. They're practicing dark arts. They're laughing. Somebody here is laughing. They're amused by this, using this dark art stuff. This King of Swords is no good. Somebody's holding on to the idea that you're going to come back and they're going to be victorious and you're going to save their sorry behind from some money they owe to multiple people who they lied to and created the illusion that they were going to have a new beginning, possibly with you, and they were going to be wealthy. They had this, and they convinced people of this, that they were going to latch on you and that was going to create wealth for them, only because of the fact that they are a thief, but the person that they were at one time was their Bonnie or their Clyde is now getting caught. So they want to come on, like, you know what I mean. They want you on their side in this nonsense. But listen, guys, I'm going to leave this here. This is part one of, I don't know, let's see. I don't know what I'm going to call it. You'll see part one on the YouTube on behind the title. So, guys, please, please, please stay safe, be aware, because these crazy people are out there doing crazy things. I never would have guessed it. Would you have? But here we are. Um, Take care. Really, take care. And hopefully for the Patreon members, you hang in there and I'll be over there just as soon, in a little bit. And until we meet again, guys, peace.